Hi, Gary. What's up? My name is Sanjay. I run an internet marketing firm called Surfcat SEO, surfcatseo.com. This is my homepage. And what I wanted to do today was essentially go through a presentation of your website and just talk about kind of the opportunities, the gold nuggets that are waiting for you to just explore, because you're ranking for a lot of keywords, so you're just not ranking high enough on Google. And I think there's a few things you can do to improve that and just increase the number of traffic that comes to your website and therefore new business. And so I wanted to start out by just walking you through the keyword planner here. This is a Google tool, and it allows us to look at the search volume for specific keywords in specific geographies on a monthly basis. And what I've done is I've taken some of your money keywords, not all of them, but discount tire, auto repair, brake repair, engine repair, and so on. Now you'll notice that, of course, some of these have a lot more search volumes, others a little bit lesser, but there's also all these other variations of keywords. For example, oil change. There's a lot of people visiting, going online for that. Of course, tires is too generic a term, but like small engine repairs too generic. But there's a few things that car repair, for example, is synonymous to auto repair. Car service synonymous to auto service, and so on. So there's definitely things that you can also pick from here: brake service, cheap tires, auto mechanic, so on and so forth. And as you try and rank for multiple keywords, you start getting some of this longer tail traffic as well, in addition to the main money keywords that you're looking for. And so what I wanted to kind of emphasize on was that there's obviously a lot of people searching for these topics. And again, I'm only specifically looking at Fairfield, Fremont, and Alameda, your three key cities. And so with that in mind, let's kind of jump into a tool here where I'll kind of show you where you rank as of now. And I've looked up your site essentially for, again, not for all your keywords, but just auto repair, oil change, brake repair, and engine repair. And mostly I'm just looking at Alameda and Fremont, and then also I've also thrown in discount tire for these two cities. So I'm searching for a total of 10 keywords here and seeing how you rank in both Alameda and Fremont. And this not only shows you your current position on Google, it also shows you the page that's giving you that position. So obviously something like engine repair, Fremont, California, you've got a page that's pretty much named engine repair, Fremont, Alameda. So definitely a lot of thought has gone into putting up this website in terms of how it's organized, how the information is organized. It's contributing to your ranking. Of course, things like brake repair, you're just outside of page 1 on that. Oil change, again, you're kind of smack in the middle of page 2. These are for Alameda. For Fremont, of course, you're basically on page 3, and that's not helping a whole lot. But again, you want to be within page 1. Of course, discount tire, you're ranking 1 in Alameda, 7 in Fremont. And once again, you'll have to look at why that's the case. Obviously, with respect to Alameda, you're ranking right, on your homepage for that. But for some reason for Fremont, it's looking at tires, auto repair, Fremont, California, and then it's using that to rank you for that. Nevertheless, it's sort of interesting and important to see this because it tells you specifically which pages to focus on in terms of content, and then make it a little bit better so you can improve your ranking. And I call these the hidden golden nuggets because you don't need to do anything. Google already thinks you're relevant for all these keywords. That's why you're ranking. You're just outside of page 1 for some of these things. And it's easy enough to kind of nudge you to get on page 1, which is where all the money is. And I'm going to go back quickly to my site here and then take you to a page which will illustrate this in a little bit more detail. This is a graph that shows the traffic based on position, the amount of traffic that a site gets based on how it's ranking on Google. You can see that the organic position one gets about 32% of all the traffic looking for that particular keyword. Organic position 2, it comes down to about 17. 3 is just over 10. I think it's about 11%. And then as you make your way down to 10, you're sort of somewhere between like 3% or so. And then as you come down to 13, 14, or 15, matter of factly 15, I think is like 0.4% of all traffic, right? So the curve is pretty steep. If you're not on page 1, which is getting all the traffic, it's really not relevant in some sense. Like the common joke in the SEO industry is, the best place to hide a dead body is on page 2 of Google, because you'll never be found. But so the goal is to be on first page and then sort of make your way up here, so that you become, you get to the top 3, and then you kind of make your way to number 1, right? That's the holy grail. So again, to come back to this report here, for something that you're 11 or 14 or even 19, it's really easy. I mean, you just have to nudge it a little bit more. 14, you've got so many of these keywords on page 2, a few on page 3. There's just a little bit more work to do to get them, ranking higher. And then something like this, discount tire, which is at 7, a little bit more effort will push it, to the top 3. And so I think there's a lot of money you're leaving on the table just because, you're already ranking for them. You just need to nudge them up a little bit higher, right? So with that, let's kind of jump to another tool that I have here. And first thing that I kind of noticed was you were, March, April, May, June, there's almost no traffic coming through keywords to you. And then, starting July, it's basically, just taken off really, and you're getting about 700 plus visits to your website. So clearly you've done some internet marketing effort during this time that's getting you, these results. It's just a matter of trying to, figure out how do we really push it even higher and then get you some of the other traffic that you're not getting today. If I look at your traffic volumes, and then, if we sort of search by traffic volumes, most of the traffic, 78.77% of the traffic that's coming to your site is coming because of discount tire coupons. Now that's interesting because you're on position 11 for that, and it's just that there's so many people searching for it that even though you're getting only a small trickle of the volume, that's adding to a lot of visits to your site, right? Now I would say that, discount tire coupons, if we only nudged it a little bit, got it to the first page, that's going to even increase your traffic a lot more, right? Same way, anything to do with like, tires and discount tires, and your name already has discount tires on it. And so, it's going to really help you rank for anything that's related to tires and discount tires and so on. Of course, we want to rank for all the other auto repair related terms as well. But this is just to give you a quick idea of few things you can do to really increase your traffic a whole lot more than what it is right now, right? Two things I'll point out here. One is just going into your site. Anytime we find a site where let's say we just want to pick something. Let's just pick any arbitrarily, just any one of these, and let's say what's a good one? Oil changes. Okay, let's go to oil changes, and you're kind of already ranking okay, but one way to really make this page rank much higher is just look at the amount of text you have here, right? It's probably like 150 words. Now, if we blew this up to be 700, 800 words, or even 1,000 words, for example, we went into a little bit more details of what you would do under these situations. That would really, really help, get the rankings up. And just to give you an idea, right? I'm just going to go to Google right now, and then if I typed in the word cat, what you would see, and I just have to do this one little thing here. Okay, but the first result that comes up is Wikipedia. The second result here is Caterpillar, which is the global conglomerate. Wikipedia is beating even Caterpillar, even though the Caterpillar URL has the name cat.com right there. They own cat.com, but Wikipedia still gets the #1 rank for that. And the only reason for that is if you go into their page, you're going to see that this page has several thousands of words, and they can put in all this content about cats, and it really comes out to be the most authoritative page on cats in the internet, because that's why it's ranking #1 globally for the word cat, right? There's just so much information on cats on this one page that more than any other page on the internet anywhere else, right? And so that's the primary reason Wikipedia ranks higher for cats than for cat than anybody else. And so we're not saying you have to have tens of thousands of words, but the concept is that if we increase the content in these pages, we're going to really kind of boost your rankings and get your organic traffic even higher than what it is right now. But that's one aspect of SEO. And then the second aspect of SEO is what kind of trust signals are you getting from the internet for your site? And that's demonstrated by looking at how many other sites are linking back to your site, or linking back to your business, or have some mention of your business. And that's two different things. One is backlinks, which are links coming back to your site. And then the other is citations, which are how many times is your business being cited on the internet as in either local directories or industry specific directories, so on and so forth. Looking at backlinks here quickly, you have 27 links from 8 referring domains right now, and that's kind of low. And that's part of the reason why, even though you should be ranking a lot higher, you're not ranking that much higher today, because you're just, this is a signal of trust to Google. And, this right now is not signaling that your site is very trustworthy, because you just don't have those many links to it, right? Now, this is your site right here. Just to give you an example, right, we looked at Wikipedia just now. If I went to wikipedia.org and I did the same search for them, you'll notice that their trust flow is 100 and the citation flow is 98. Obviously they've got, 1.5 billion links here, but we're not going to get anywhere close to that. But that's not the objective, right? The objective is we definitely want to try and get a lot more backlinks so that we can essentially start ranking for some of the things much higher than where we are today. So if you're on things like position 14, 17 and so on, just getting a lot of good backlinks can definitely help push that up as well, in addition to the content that we just talked about. Lastly, I just want to go into citations, and these are the citations I pulled up for your website. You have, I think, about 90 or somewhere in that neighborhood right now. Let's see. The total citations you have, you have about 31 citations at this point. And what we should really do is essentially work on really blowing that up and getting you a lot more citations on the internet, which once again will definitely help push rankings up. Certainly, you've got some of these citations. Some are coming from your own site, because you have your name, address, and phone number listed on your site, MapQuest and White Pages, Yellow Pages, and so on. So definitely I think you've done some work in terms of search engine optimization, because most businesses do not go and kind of list in too many directories, and so that's one of the reasons they lose out. They might have a Facebook or a Yelp, but they definitely won't be there on all these different local directories. So you're definitely spending, whatever you're doing in terms of internet marketing. Obviously it's been working, because you're definitely, you're improving your organic traffic, but I think you can be a lot higher than where you are right now, and especially with all the low-hanging fruits, right? All the terms that you're already ranking for, we just need to push the guys up from the 11s and the 14s, and even the ones that are on the third page, to page 1. And I think that'll really blow up, the traffic that you get to the website, and really make things profitable, a lot more profitable. So I wanted to leave you with that. My webpage is www.surfcatseo.com, and I'm going to send this video to you shortly, and then I'll follow up with an email as well But I hope you found this interesting and educational, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you. Bye.